What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy, and I'm coming at you with a new video, and we're continuing down the path that is the destruction of Disney Star Wars. Oh well, it's continually being destroyed, but we are dealing with the new Rey movie that's going to be coming out in about 2026 or so. And as for those of you who are not aware, the director of said movie, Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, who I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the name, and we will from now on be lovingly calling her Chins, because man, look at that chin, decided to go on CNN on New Year's Eve, where she overtly said, I am thrilled about the project because I think that we are about to create something very special. And we're in 2024 now, and I think it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away. This line there, completely disregards some of the past of Disney Star Wars, let alone the Kathleen Kennedy, who has been there since 2012, the moment Disney purchased Star Wars, and she was appointed to be the president of Lucasfilm and has had her hands in basically everything since that point. It also ignores George Lucas's ex-wife, whose name I cannot remember off the top of my head, but was very influential in creating Star Wars and helping edit it properly. That is correct. A woman has been creating Star Wars since basically the very beginning. But because of this line, because of this blatant disregard to the past, disregard to Disney Star Wars as a whole, and disregard to everything, people just started to, wonder more about Chins here. And they found clips like this.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
I like to make men uncomfortable. They found this.
Of everything, I am a storyteller and an activist. And my body of work over the last 20 years has been guided by my activism. And every single piece of work that I've ever created has a piece of activism in it. It could be very overt or it could be covert.
Very overt, or it could be covert. That's right. Even though she's an activist, she likes to do covert activism as well. That's kind of weird. Why do you want to do covert activism? Oh, that's because people disregard it. Now, in regards to all this, yes, Chins here is a documentarian from Pakistan, and a lot of her work has been regarding women's rights in Pakistan. That is justifiable work. But throughout all of this, we also discover that she has only done one thing that is fiction, and that was 2 episodes of Miss Marvel that had to be recreated. That's right, she has no filmography to back her up in regards to actually making a Star Wars movie. But of course, the shills decided to come out and call us all sexist. I went over this video yesterday where a shill blatantly said that we were just crybabies, sexist crybabies, and it is about time a woman took over control of Star Wars and we should just shut up and everything like that. I showed you that even Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks came out and called us all sexist man babies, and yes, we just hate women and everything like that. I've been all over this. Well, we had Star Wars Theory. Star Wars Theory, the largest Star Wars channel on YouTube, came out and crushed them in 2 different posts. We'll go through this one first because my God, is it true? Anyone who supports Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, Chins, by saying men don't want women creators are grifting hard to spin a nonsensical narrative. No one complained about Patty Jenkins' pilot movie. She talked about making a dope film that meant a lot to her and her dad. That's right. Remember, when she came out and actually wanted to create her Rogue Squadron movie, it was because she wanted to make a fighter pilot movie her entire life, because her father was a fighter pilot. I can speak. Fighter pilot. And she wanted to honor him that way. Coming out here, everybody was actually kind of happy about that. Everybody thought that's a good thing. You know what? She's talking about doing some good work. It was right off the heels of Wonder Woman. Not the second Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman. And everybody thought, hey, she could be good. There were some people naysayers saying, no, Wonder Woman wasn't that great. It's not going to be that good. Whatever. For the most part, people were positive about this. But hey, now we're just a bunch of sexist man babies, and they want to disregard this. Charmin is an activist who makes it about gender. If a dude said that, I'd have a major problem with it because it imply I'm in that group. I'd imagine women should feel the same with her remarks. By the way, Marcy Lucas, thank you. I completely forgot her. That's George Lucas's ex-wife. Literally shaped episode 4, A New Hope. Don't forget about Kathleen Kennedy and her shaping of Star Wars. Women and men shaping Star Wars. I don't care. I care about it being shaped by a good story. Yeah, legitimately. What he comes out here and says is fact. He blaze it out there. Nobody's complaining about chins being involved in this, okay? Because she's a woman. They're complaining and they're pointing out the fact that she has no credits that justify her being in charge of Star Wars, and she's an activist first. That's what they're pointing out. They're not complaining that she's a woman. They're pointing out that she has no validity being here. But on top of that, Star Wars Theory also asked a psychologist and relationship expert to come on, and he asked her a simple question. Okay, he just asked her what did Charmaine about what Charmaine had to say, and this is her response.
Okay, and the final question I have, and it's going to be a Star Wars question. So
okay, go ahead. I've never seen Star Wars in my life.
No, it relates to what we're so once Disney took over Star Wars, they
here, I'm going to jump forward a little bit just to try to get
fragile.
This. Yeah. Oh.
What's your overall consensus when a female director wants to come in and reshape something and say, it's plant that flag that, hey, I'm a woman and, hear me roar. Here is my way of making this sort of franchise, which is already established, now something that's feminine dominant or female dominant, whatever it might be, instead of just a good story.
Yeah, I think what happens particularly in Western cultures where women have it so easy, but they pretend they're not. What happens with women who generally have it quite easy, they enjoy victimhood because that's the only way that they can feel part of other people's struggle.
Well then, I wonder where we've heard that before. The only way to be here is because they must be a victimhood. They must deal with this. They must deal in victimhood. And she continues on. Trust me, this is a long clip. I don't have enough time in this video to do a 4-minute clip. Trust me, it is long, but I can get you super far. Go check out the actual video itself. It's over on Star Wars Theories channel. It is phenomenal, but we'll continue here.
What makes human beings feel alive is when they're a bit struggling, when they're going through something, where they've gone through a bit of trauma, they've gone through something, it makes them feel alive. What's happened with women in the Western world particularly is because there is no real oppression, but they want to be a victim so bad because victimhood is just a way of kind of shortcutting sympathy. Everyone it's just shortcut entitlement. You get what you want without having to earn it because you just happen to be a victim. So what happens is they want to start finding places where they can be a victim and then transform it so that they can become a hero.
Sounds a lot like what's happened in regards to Disney Star Wars. A predominantly male brand, a predominantly just boy brand. That is what Star Wars was. That's not to disregard women or girls that enjoyed Star Wars. I grew up with a girl that really loved Star Wars. That's not to discredit her. But the fact is, Star Wars was a predominantly male brand. That was predominantly boys going around wanting to be Luke Skywalker, boys going around wanting to be Obi-Wan, boys going around wanting to be Darth Vader, what have you. Boys were going out buying the toys, doing everything. It was a male brand. It just simply was. It was something that men were driven to. But because it was predominantly men, women wanted to come on in there and say, you know what? Because this is predominantly a male space, we're victims now, and we can take it over and just change it the way we want to change it. No, that's not how it works. Because the reality is, women were always there, but women also wanted good storytelling as well. Nobody cares about the fact that Chins is a woman or a woman of color or anything like that. They care that she's focusing solely on her activism. She has no film credits to actually justify her being in charge of a Star Wars movie. And on top of that, she's annoying. She's an activist at the end of the day. And that's what people have been pointing out too. At the end of this, okay, the end of this, I'm excited for this movie because it's gonna make a lot of money. This movie is gonna make a lot of money. The Rey movie is gonna make us a lot of money for people like me, for people like Nerdrotic, for people like Star Wars Theory, because we're gonna roast it and have fun roasting it. But until next time, guys, let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. What do you think in regards to Star Wars Theory's comments and everything? And also, please go check out Star Wars Theory's full clip at his actual YouTube channel. I'll actually link that down in the comments below, in the description below. But until next time, guys, please give me a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.